This girl was witnessing something creepy. In the first part of the video, she describes experiencing something weird in the house. Her family was coming to the house, and she told them she saw some odd things. However, they did not believe her. Once, she asked her brother to check the house, and he searched every room. He found nothing. But still, the girl was convinced something was not right here. And, unfortunately, she was right. When she turns back to the large mirror and bends down, she notices something strange in the mirror. It was a creepy shadow that was moving from one side to another. You can see the shadow, and it could be a ghost or something similar. What is indeed on the camera remains unknown. The only thing we know is that the girl was terrified. She immediately ran away from the room, asking for help. She was right when she told her family this house was a place of some strange occurrences. This guy was disturbed by one event that happened to him at home. He was sitting on the couch and working. In one moment, he decides to switch off the TV. What he noticed on the turned-off screen was strange. It looked like someone else was in the room, sitting next to him on the couch.
Is it just me? Or somebody sitting next to me on my...
You can see the silhouette of someone sitting next to him. This situation was certainly stressful for this man. He did not expect this, and it is proof that some supernatural creatures genuinely exist. We still don't know who might be sitting on the couch next to him. A regular day at work was not regular at all for this man. He was working as usual until some creepy things started to occur. We can see that he comes with a trolley full of DVDs. As he puts some DVDs on the shelf, the trolley starts moving. The man did not notice this, but the camera captured this moment. It looks like some ghost was there pushing the trolley. This was not a lonely occurrence. As the man continued to put things on the shelves, the DVDs started to fall on their own. The worker goes back and places the objects back, probably thinking that it was just an accident. But as he continues to work, the DVDs start to fall again and again. The man realized something was wrong here. He ran away from the place because it was obvious that some strange forces were moving the objects in the store. Guests in the Wingate Hotel in Illinois reported something strange on September 14, 2003. They heard screams and disturbing noises from room 209 on the second floor. The screams were so loud that guests contacted hotel workers to check on the room. In this video, one of the employees gets there in front of the room's door. He is on the radio with a manager who hears screams from a radio device.
But we're sure that no one's checked into that room.
The employee is in front of the door, considering what to do next. The manager tells him to wait while they call the police, but the worker decides to come inside the room.
See what's going on. We won.
He only has a light beam that can enlighten the room properly. Soon after he enters the room, we see something scary on the camera. Something like a cloud figure leaves the room and walks down to the hall. It might be a ghost or some demonized creature. When the employee finished the examination, he reported that the furniture in the room was upside down and the shower water was running, but nobody was in the bathroom. Some say it was all staged, but the guests heard the screams, and the hotel staff needed to call a repair to fix the room. What truly happened here remains a mystery. Amman in Jordan is an excellent place for tourists, but this house is far from safe. You can see something is wrong here. The camera captured some strange events that were not normal at all. It seems like the house is haunted and full of paranormal activities. At one point, the objects in this kitchen start to move by themselves. The cabinet doors opened on their own, and simultaneously, the other objects began to fly around the space. Some invisible force whips out the plates, glasses, cutlery, and all other things. There are no people in the room, and it's good because some people might get seriously injured in an unsafe room like this. This house is haunted, and nobody should spend their time here. These two women experienced an unexpected situation at a restaurant in Bogota, Colombia. They were sitting at a table chatting when a waiter brought a dish. There was some meat on the plate that one of the girls put on her plate. At that moment, the plate that the waiter had brought was empty. And this is the thing to focus on. The woman was eating while an empty plate started moving on the table. Both of them did not touch it, and the plate moved independently. The woman stopped eating and stood up from the table to sit on another chair. They called the waiter, who checked the table, but everything was okay. It looked like there was a ghost there, moving the plate. We cannot rationally explain the situation, nor can these women. The house in this video seems to be haunted. This was what the girl in the video realized after many years of living there. She considered moving out of the house because some strange events happened there. The girl sat calmly on her sofa when she experienced something strange around her. The flowers in the flower pot begin to move in a way as a strong wind blows around the house. However, there was no wind. The next moment, the object from a table falls to the ground, and the girl still does not notice that something is genuinely wrong here. She picks up the object and puts it back on the table. But what happened next was a sign that this house was probably haunted. The door from the closet opened by itself, and this was the moment when the girl jumped out and left the room terrified. Was there an entity that was not visible, or was the house full of some things we can't fight against? What we know is that this house was not a place for peaceful living.